ball above all. When the altar call calls, it's Riffic, Nell, Mark, Chef, unsullied by a single sponsorship. Not yet outside the box. And next Ernie, Shaq, Charles Jet. Every stat cross-check, every last prospect. Tear open a Spalding and reach for next topics. We the underdog, but we bopping like the tropics. Here we settle calls and welcome controversy. It's ball above all.
Ball above all. All right. We want to say thanks. Another episode. Today, we have one of our long hosts with us. He just finally made it. Can we get a round of applause? So yeah, if you want to quickly introduce yourself, this is there any sort of nicknames that you have? Or?
They used to call me Luca back in high school,
Hey.
because my name is Luca. I want to officially apologize to all the other members. I was supposed to be here for the first shoot, and unfortunately my boat from overseas was a bit late.
The boat.
I got stuck in customs.
Right.
But I'm here now, and I'm looking forward to
Absolutely.
the chat.
He's here to bring a lot of knowledge. We got Riffic again. We got Chris,
Hope everyone's doing well.
and we got Nell.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Chris.
All right, with that being said, you guys know what we do. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into the ball. Once we jump into the ball, we're going to pull out the topics. We're going to spend 10 minutes on that. Hard stop, move on to the next one. And then we're going to switch it up. We're actually going to dive into some kicks today, which is going to be crazy. We want you to hit the subscribe button, as usual. Follow, engage, continue to write your opinions. We saw somebody wrote some opinions on the last one. We like that. Keep that up. Say what you got to say. Talk your shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, with that being said, let's go right into the ball. We're gonna start off with the Luka Doncic.
Nah, we're gonna have to come up with something. We're gonna have to come up with something.
I wonder how ballers feel about this ball being...
It's all right. We have a good one here. We have a good one intact.
Right.
All right, here we go. Delani, this is your handwriting clearly. Who's winning the chip this year?
And we start time. Who wants to start that off?
Man, are we gonna? I mean, it's easy to go with the odds, but if we're gonna really talk ball, there's no clear front runner to me right now. It's tough to say. You know who has the best personnel and all that type of stuff on paper, and we see the regular season. But as of right now, it's like, what's Portland in the West?
Fluctuate.
They might be
fifth.
Somewhere in the middle, always, right?
They might be like 6 now. Like, there might be 6 tomorrow, might be 4th.
And that is
4
my
days.
point. Exactly. That very reason. There's so much fluctuation, East and West. I think playoffs is going to be epic. As much as we're in this pandemic basketball phase, the regular season's been whatever. Lots of injuries, lots of postponed games, which is brand new. Messed up my fantasy. Like, I just. I could have forfeited halfway through, but I'm a good sport, But I just feel, come playoff time, it's going to be freaking the wild East and West. I don't know. My answer is I have no idea. I couldn't even give a clear answer.
I'm going to jump out the window and I'm going to say the Lakers. I know people are going to say whatever.
It's going with the odds.
I'm just going to go with, let's talk about what people are betting on, where they're putting their money on. It's the Lakers show. Like, let's face it, like LeBron and AD. Yeah, LeBron's hurt, whatever you want to call it, but... We know ultimately when he comes back, him, AD, and now Drummond on the inside.
You could say that with Brooklyn if they're healthy.
That's
the crazy part. If Brooklyn's healthy, you cannot just clearly say that.
The Brooklyn thing, I'm not a believer yet. Still not a believer. I don't know.
If you know ball, you just know that there's 3 guys that can put up 50. They just have to play decent defense. It's tough. How can you scheme against that?
I don't know. I'm thinking like
Drummond's not fully reliable.
How healthy is KD really?
Yeah, that's
what I mean. Like there's a lot of things that you have to worry about when you take. Because let's talk about it. Like they say, today's most important intangible is being reliable and being available. So is KD at a place where can he just jump into 7 games right away? I don't know.
Is AD someone you could say, he'll make it right through playoffs? We're not worried about him. Heck no.
Do you think LeBron and Drummond could work though?
Drummond, you can't rely on Drummond. To say LeBron and Drummond, it's tough to even say that. Because what would that be? What would that look like?
Who's the dominant center that LeBron has won with? And what does he have? 4 championships?
Yeah.
Who's the dominant center that he's played with?
Shaq?
Did he win with
You're
Shaq?
saying Shaq, or you're saying Drummond could be like Shaq?
No, but
I'm
who
saying
literally, who was
has helped LeBron
who was the center
in
that
his
he won with?
win championship
Oh,
and
yeah.
Who was the
Oh,
center on the Heat?
Sedrunas Ilgauskas.
Who was the center on? No, I was gonna say that. Was he the center on Miami?
Big Z. No.
Who was the center on Miami?
Birdman. You had Birdman.
You
The
had
center on-
Birdman.
there was
Birdman
nobody.
just
So
center.
basically
Yeah.
nobody.
Joel Anthony.
Joe
Yeah,
Anthony.
Joel Anthony.
Wow, basically
So
Straight
he's
from
never
Montreal.
had a real big man, and the league has obviously shifted.
Yeah.
So I don't see Drummond being that effective for the Lakers, right? Last year they won the championship with AD, and who was the center? JaVale McGee. They had a
Chevelle,
JaVale,
yeah,
White.
yeah.
But who played more minutes versus in between all of them, right?
Dwight.
It sort of was
Dwight.
awesome.
Who mattered? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to the Lakers, health is a big issue. I think the same thing could be said about Brooklyn, KD. But I think the Lakers are going to have a tougher time coming out the West than Brooklyn will have coming out the East. The
Agreed.
only
That's
team
fair to
that
say.
they can give Brooklyn some challenge is Philly, and let's face it, they got one good defender. When they put him on KD, I'm talking about Simmons, when they put him on KD, who's going to guard Kyrie?
Yeah.
Tobias Harris? Like, they
No.
have nobody to stop Kyrie.
No.
And healthy Harden, I see Brooklyn walking, maybe losing 2-3 games in the East and making it to the finals fresh. So to your point, can they sustain health for the rest of the season? I don't think they need to. Look at the best championship team over the last 5 years, Toronto Raptors.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
How healthy
For
was
sure.
Kawhi?
That's true.
He was on a minute restriction the whole season. Come to playoffs time, he's performing.
That's true.
So
He was limping in the finals too.
Yeah,
he was limping since that dunk on Giannis. But I got Brooklyn. For me, I got Brooklyn coming
Brooklyn?
through. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be weird for a team that's so newly assembled to win a championship. I don't think that's something that's happened much throughout NBA history. But I just think they got too much firepower in a season where teams do not have, with all the COVID protocols, teams don't have the time to get their chemistry right on court. Condensed schedule, I think everything is falling in Brooklyn's lap to win it this year.
But to counter that, I think, do you remember the first big three, the most recent big three, the Miami guys, 2011, they went up against, they were expected to win, of course, but they lost to Dallas in 6 because they couldn't get the chemistry together in that first year. It's still a lot of things that they need to work through, but I agree with, to your point, they'll walk through the East if KD's healthy. If KD is healthy.
I think they walk through
So
the East if KD's
who's your
healthier
pick
now.
My pick, it's one or two people, either the Nets or the Lakers, because the Lakers, if they're healthy again, LeBron will do his thing. AD's finally working his way back in. Drummond, I don't think that matters too much. You've got Schroeder, you've got all the other good role players there. They've got a good culture of winning now as well. So I think out of the West, it'll probably be the Lakers, but they need to be healthy. LeBron needs to be healthy.
That's the other thing, though. Did the Lakers get better from last season when they won?
Yes,
With who?
right now they're better.
they're
Currently,
better.
And it's tough
Losing
to say.
Rondo?
It's tough to say. So
Exactly.
you think Lakers over Clippers for sure?
I think so, yeah. There's
See,
some- there's
you
some-
just mentioned a team that none of us have mentioned yet. So go ahead now.
Yeah, I just
So-
think there's
I'm
something
not-
missing with the Clippers. There's just something
Really?
missing.
I'm not gonna lie.
I like with Rondo there now too.
Yeah, I just think there's still something
Maybe
missing.
just the chemistry.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Clippers can beat Lakers 4 times.
You think?
Clipper healthy Lakers.
I do too.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be LeBron's fault. And so, for me, with the whole Big Three thing and Brooklyn, those other Big Threes were different than this one because this one has 2 guys that you cannot stop from getting out the lane. Like LeBron and Wade, at the end of the day, they're unstoppable, but there's ways of making them kind of think twice. You know what I'm saying? You sag off, contest late, make them think about shooting, kind of hesitate. It might give you a chance to, just make it tough for them.
Neither of them are great shooters.
Yes.
Yeah.
These guys is like,
Kyrie's
you can't really say
unreal.
what you're going to do, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
slow down Kyrie and Harden. So it's crazy. I know I might be pretty bold. I might be pretty bold saying this. Even if Durant isn't healthy, I still think they'll win a championship.
That's when
I'm
you.
not gonna lie.
We clearly put smart guys on the edges.
I'm not gonna lie. Even
They're
if
that good.
Durant comes back and he's playing 20, 25 minutes, the same sort of thing, either way he's gonna shoot 50%. There's nobody can stop him from shooting 50%. And then you have 2 guys that you cannot keep out the lane. And then they have the best shooter in the league. I don't know what he's drinking. I'm forgetting his name right now.
Oh, Joe Harris.
I don't know what he's
Yeah,
drinking
man,
or what he's eating.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
that guy, if he continues to do that, then I'm guaranteeing it. I'm not
See
gonna
what
lie.
Kevin Durant
He's
said.
shooting 60% catch and shoot.
I know. I think he got confident though. when you play with those guys, you're gonna be
Yeah,
confident.
also keep in mind that these guys,
Byproduct.
you've got three incredible players that are creating so many decoys, right?
Right.
So you've got this person's going to Durant every time, then they're going to Harden, then they're going to Kyrie. There's Joe Harris. Like, who's Joe Harris? Yeah, he's shooting a wide open three.
Yeah.
But to that point, like, you played with me and Delani, and we both drew a lot of players in us, and when we kicked it out to you, you were shooting like 12%.
No, for real. I don't know what type of meal plan you.
So
It's
what I'll
confidence,
say,
right?
I'm just gonna put it out there, and
Elevate.
I know Delani wants to say something. I'm gonna put it out there that I genuinely think that the Lakers are gonna have a hard time getting past the Clippers.
Yeah,
think so,
yeah.
too.
And even if they do get past them, that's gonna take a lot out of them. And they're great enough to get through that. They can. Will they? I am so uncertain. And I think it comes down to that Clipper-Laker matchup there. That's going to put whatever wrench needs to be put in the playoffs. It's going to be that right there. East, like you said, East are going to get
Yeah.
through smooth. And then the finals themselves is going to be a flicking...
gonna be
What's
epic.
amazing about the finals are the storylines. Let's look, like, breaking it down. Durant versus LeBron. Boom. There, you got it. You've always wanted it. Then you look at the
Kyrie
supporting...
James.
Bro, there's just so many storylines that, as bland and vanilla as this season has been, it's gonna be an epic playoff.
I think
It's
that's
gonna
why
be
Silver let
epic.
all this. I literally think
Yeah.
that's why Silver let all this stuff happen.
Oh, it's gonna be epic.
You guys really think Pandemic P is gonna show up? Though?
No,
Like,
but it's
really,
not
like,
about him. I
Pandemic
just think
P?
the
Like, come on,
Lakers
man.
have the pieces.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
Playoff
right now the
bait,
I hope
Lakers,
so.
Playoff
the Clippers. Sorry, right now they look like they're getting it together. But imagine if they get it together. They have the pieces to do it, man. They have the pieces to really get it done. And you look at the Morris twin. You look at guys that are like, yo, they will give Lakers a run, man.
You know what? You guys
They got the
know.
better twin too.
You
Yeah,
guys,
they
but
have
you
to,
guys know when you gotta play LeBron 7 games and the refs. That's very difficult to do.
Has there
LeBron
ever
gets
been
a
Kawhi
lot of
versus
calls.
LeBron in the playoffs ever before?
No.
Okay, that's huge in itself.
Finals.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Spurs, Miami.
Spurs,
Spurs,
Miami.
And what
Spurs,
happened?
Miami, a young.
That's-
what happened?
That's true. That's true.
So imagine that now. We're gonna get to see them both at decent
Their
health,
prime.
in their prime,
Wow.
head to head in a
Wow.
finals when it matters. Same conference,
Yeah.
not the NBA finals. Same conference. Yo,
It's a great
I don't know.
storyline.
It's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm getting excited, man. Shit.
It's definitely gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be insane.
None of us
Clippers-
mentioned, by the way, so I'm looking at the standings here. We got the Jazz #1 in the West, Suns,
Yeah.
then Clippers, then
Well, yeah,
Nuggets,
they-
then Lakers.
Yeah,
Lakers
yeah.
are fifth
Guess-
right now.
Guess what? But 1, 2, 3 essentially don't matter. They're just gonna be
Oh,
like
I don't
energy
know.
wrestlers.
I like Devin Booker a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
But what?
Yeah.
I like
Come on,
Chris Paul a lot.
is
I
Phoenix?
like
How far is
Dame.
Phoenix going in the
Yeah.
in the playoffs? Phoenix, come
I would-
on.
I would
I know
take
you
the
like
over.
him.
I'm gonna take the over on
You
Phoenix
take
for a
them
lot
over
of series. Yeah.
You think they'll get past?
No.
Are they going to the
Phoenix-
Western Finals? Phoenix?
No.
That's
I would
tough-
still take the over though,
tough
because
sell.
I like Chris Paul and I like Devin Booker. There
I
are
like
two
him.
guys.
I
there are
like
two-
him.
There's
They're
a
playing well
certain.
together.
I don't
there's a-
trust DA at
There's
all.
a certain level of heart. I was just talking about it. There's a certain level of heart and competitiveness that you can't account for with certain players when you get into playoff situations. And I feel like Chris Paul and Devin Booker are winning games right now because of that. If you watch them play right now, coming down to the end of the game, like these guys just change into different people.
But DA then becomes so vital, and I don't think he can do it. I don't trust him. He's fumbly.
So
He's not reliable around the rim.
so to sum it up, Brooklyn, Lakers. You
No
don't know.
idea.
You don't know.
I think Brooklyn are gonna do it.
I said Brooklyn
Yeah.
too.
I'm
There's
so
too many
sorry to
options.
be on the fence. I'm so
Too
sorry, guys, but I think that's the storyline that goes right now too. It works. Like, it's just such a toss up, man.
All right.
We're forgetting we didn't even mention Portland. You mentioned Phoenix this week.
Yo, hey yo, wall to wall ball, ball above all.